kind of tempted to come back to you because of the reason that you mentioned about innovative companies not making too much money, or I would take your other perspective when you said that it's not really important to be innovative to be making great money. So I mean, two different perspectives what you spoke about. Now I have one question for you. Is it really difficult to innovate? Because you said you need not be the first one, but is it in your mind? Is it really difficult to innovate?
Uh, Innovation needs, I think, a lot of unlearning of the world we see around us. We are used to seeing the world in a certain way. We are used to imagining the world in a certain way. And many times, because of our presumptions, assumptions, and learning, more learning we get, less innovative we become because we are just taking things for granted. I'll give you an example, and this is less to do with companies, but just something I learned recently, which I found very interesting. Space and time are two things which all the scientists for the last 300 plus years have been taking for granted, that there is space, there is time. Now within that, how does physics work, how does universe work, how does consciousness work? Various things they've tried to address, and one thing they never were able to address was consciousness. That what is consciousness, how does it come, how do you address it? And turns out there is a one of the scientists, Donald Hoffman, who's come up with an idea that the space-time assumption we've taken all along for every single theory so far, that is the problem. Because we take it as an assumption that space and time around us exists, and that causes us to now look within the space and time for all the answers, whereas the consciousness's answer lies outside the space and time. He said take that assumption out, and he's put out a great thing and proving that we are in a simulation and many other things if you believe in it. But the idea is that because we are so deeply involved in the world and we assume it as is, it's not easy always to think big and think from a fresh childish perspective. Let's say that's what's needed to innovate, right? If you really want innovation, I mean, don't tell me that you were doing something, we were doing this session in a conference, now we are doing it on a laptop with internet. It's innovation. Sure, it is an incremental improvement, borderline innovation, but it's not the end of the world. It's just slow process and incremental and all. But to think big innovations, I think many times we have to unlearn a lot, and that's what most people are not used to. They would not like to be challenged on their assumptions. They would not like to undo the years to decades of learnings that they have. So that becomes a problem. As long as you can do that, you can be open to learning anything, be open to unlearning everything. You can imagine the world in a new way. But remember, we are all way more connected than we understand or comprehend well or appreciate well. We have our brain, some action, some neurons, some things I'm speaking, some things others are going to speak. We're going to learn and bounce off ideas off each other. It's way more connected than we actually appreciate. And through that, I think eventually new stuff does come out, as long as people are not living with the base assumptions and willing to unlearn. I think that's a challenge which most people face. Hence, they will always end up with a little bit of incremental improvement only, which they will call as innovation. But any big ones, you have to unlearn all the assumptions, reimagine the whole world. It is challenging. It's not easy.